Hello dear viewers, hope you all are doing well. Welcome to our video on Theory Base of Accounting class 11. In our previous videos, we have studied about generally accepted accounting principles and studied various basic accounting concepts. In case you have missed that video, attaching the link over here, study all the basic concepts of accounting. Today in this video, we will be studying about system of accounting, basis of accounting and lastly accounting standards. First, we have system of accounting. System of accounting means way of recording financial transactions, method of recording financial transactions in the books of account. There are two methods. One is single entry system of accounting and the other one is double entry system of accounting. What does this mean? You remember we have studied an basic accounting concept known as duality concept. In this concept, we studied that every transaction has twofold effect and it must be recorded two times. This is what our double entry system speaks. It says that it is based upon the principle of dual aspect, which states that every transaction has two effects. Here, let us understand with an example. You are purchasing goods for cash rupees 50,000. Now, to receive those goods, as you purchase, to receive those goods, you have to give something, that is, we have to give the cash. So, for receiving a benefit, giving a benefit, receiving a benefit, giving a benefit is nothing but dual entry. Each transaction here two accounts come into contact, that is one purchase account, the other one is cash account. So involves two accounts and is recorded at different places in ledger. One account is debited and the other account is credited. This is about dual entry system. We have other method known as single entry system. So this is a kind of incomplete system of accounting maintaining the books of accounts. Under this system, only one side of business transactions are considered and recorded in books of accounts. Mainly only cash account is maintained, like all the payments and receipts of cash, and some personal accounts of some debtors and creditors is maintained. So only cash book is maintained. Because of this, there is a drawback that it does not reflect the true financial position of the business. It does not follow any fixed principles and rules for recording financial transactions. And single entry system is used only by small businesses. It cannot be used for big businesses or enterprises because it does not record all the transactions. It becomes difficult in the long run as the business is expanding in size, and in business it becomes difficult in the long run to ascertain the profit loss. There will be no full information available. So every business follow dual entry system of accounting, where they record both the accounts which come into effect for a particular transaction. Next one we have is basis of accounting. So basis of accounting is nothing but the time to record. When to record the transaction is nothing but basis of accounting. It describes how the financial activities must be recognized and recorded in the books of account. When to record a particular transaction in the books of account is nothing but basis of accounting. So there are two bases, cash basis and accrual basis. First, cash basis means record a transaction only when you receive the cash, only when you receive cash or pay the cash. Under the cash basis, entries are recorded in the books of account when cash is received or paid and not when the payment or the receipt is due. For example, here let us take an example that you had to receive a rent for the month of January, okay, but you did not receive it in month of January, you received it in month of March. Now, since your business is following the cash basis of accounting, you will record this in the books of account only when you have received the cash. For the month of January, rent for the month of January, you are receiving it in March and you will record it in March itself. This is known as cash basis of accounting. Record the transaction when you receive or pay the cash. Yeah, same goes with expenses. Like as a rent, okay, you had to pay the rent for the month of January and you pay it for the February. You record, if you are following the cash base of accounting, you record it in February only when you had paid the actual cash. But this is not how accrual basis work. Under accrual basis, all the revenue and cost are recognized in the period when they occur rather than when they are paid or received. Now, as we took an example of rent which was to be paid in January but was paid in March, here because it was in cash basis, we recorded it only when we got the cash. But under accrual basis, we will record it when it is actually occurred. That is, it had occurred in the month of January and it is recognized and recorded in the month of January itself. Irrespective of cash is received or not, the transaction has been recorded and reported. That is known as accrual basis of accounting. And under cash basis of accounting, you record the transactions only when you receive or pay the cash. So let us go through some of the examples, some of the differences between the cash accounting and accrual basis of accounting. In cash accounting system, we will record only those transactions in which cash is actually paid and received. Actually paid or received. Under accrual basis, we will record when expenses are incurred, whether it is paid or not. Whether it is paid or not, or when the income is received or not, irrespective, when the transaction has been occurred, it is recorded in the books of account. Here, what is the object? Under cash base of accounting, we are recording only when we are receiving the cash, so it will give us the actual cash balance for the business. But under accrual basis of accounting, we are recording all the activities that a business is undertaking in a particular accounting period, even if we are not receiving or paying cash for it. So we will be able to ascertain the profit or loss of the business for a particular accounting period with the help of accrual basis of accounting. The process of cash basis of accounting is simple and this is a complex process. Financial statement. Since it is a cash based accounting, we are recording only when we are receiving money or paying the cash. It becomes difficult to ascertain the total income and total expenses of the business. So it does not give the true and fair value of financial positions of entity. But under accrual basis, it gives us the correct position of the actual position of the financial position of the entity, because all the actual income and expenses are shown for the particular period of time. Here, under cash basis of accounting, again we are recording only cash transactions, and under accrual base of recording, we are recording both cash and credit transaction. And this system is not recognized by law, and it is recognized by law, and every business must follow accrual basis of accounting. Here, cash basis of accounting is less accurate and accrual basis of accounting is accurate compared to the cash basis of accounting. This is suitable only for the small business and accrual basis is suitable for all levels of business. Next we have is accounting standards. What are these accounting standards? Accounting standards are the written policy documents covering the aspects of recognition, measurement, treatment. So nothing but accounting standards, we can say some documents or policies which helps a business to understand when to recognize, that is when to record in the books of transaction, how to measure, how to treat that transaction, how to present, and how to disclose the accounting information to various users of accounting. So we studied that under generally accepted accounting principles, there were so many principles and accounting policies that every business was following its own way of presenting the financial information. So then there was a need of accounting standards, which was policy documents which gave an aspects of how to record, measure, treat and present the financial information to various users of accounting. And this was adopted to bring the uniformity in different accounting policies. So here in it is a set of practices, policies used to systemize the bookkeeping and other accounting functions across firms and over time. When all the businesses are following the same set of accounting methods, it becomes easy for various users of accounting information to relay, to compare, and to understand that accounting information. To it becomes easy. We have studied about various qualitative characteristics of accounting. When the accounts are maintained according to the accounting standards, all the qualitative characteristics are achieved. Next, we have accounting standard is an authorized statement issued by ICAI, which is nothing but Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. The objective of this is to bring, yes, we have know that it's to uniformity and to eliminate the non-comparability, all the ambiguity which is created in the users of accounting due to following various methods of accounting and presenting the financial information. Next we have is need of accounting standards. Why we had to adopt this accounting standards? Because the entity, when all the entities follow the same rules, regulations and the method of recording the transactions in the books of account, it becomes easy. It is the state financial statements are credible, transparent, and the users of users of accounting information can take economic decisions based upon that accurate and consistent information. It becomes comparable from one year to another year and with one firm to other competitive firm too. So need accounting standards ensure the financial statements from multiple companies are comparable, right? Transparency of annual financial statements in company accounts. So keeping this needs in mind, accounting standards were adopted. Advantages: what are the benefits of following this accounting standards and maintaining the books of account as per these standards is that it eliminates variations in accounting treatment to prepare the accounting statements. There are diverse accounting policies and concepts because of which there was an ambiguity to which accounting method or policy to follow. Due to accounting standards, it eliminates the various accounting treatment and one accounting treatment is followed by all the transactions to present their financial information. Next, accounting standards may call for disclosure of certain information which not be required by law, but such information might be useful for general public, investors and creditors. With the help of accounting standards, a business can disclose all the important information which is necessary for general public, the investors and who are taking the best interest in the company. Next is accounting standard facilitate comparability between financial statements of inter and intra-firm companies. So the last concept for the video is the limitations of accounting standard, the drawbacks that comes with following these accounting standard. That is, first one is it makes it difficult to decide which method to use and which to not use. So from there will be various accounting policies, methods which are presented by the generally accepted accounting principles. So it becomes difficult to decide which method to use and which not to use from the several techniques for recording the transactions. Next, it is rigid and fails the flexibility and applying accounting standards. Means that policies have been established and must be followed by all the entities at any cost. So it makes the financial statement rigid and nobody can modify it according to their liking. So this format has been established and it must be followed. So it lacks the flexibility and adaptability. So in applying accounting standards, it is a kind of rigid. Next one we have is it cannot override the law. It must be framed uh, within the confine of the law prevailing at that time. So their scope must be limited to provide the best policies for that situation. So this is it for today's video. With this video, we come to end of our chapter, Theory Base of Accounting. If you are feeling any doubts regarding this chapter or any particular accounting concept or accounting standard, please post your comments into the comment section and we will solve them at earliest. Until then, happy learning. Signing off.